Hey family, hello butterflies. As you see, I am doing a I want to call it celebrity reading on this very popular pastor. He goes by Carl Lentz, and he was once a lead pastor of the church that's known as Hillside. It says here, because I Googled it, Stephen Carl Lentz is an American former pastor. He was the lead pastor of Hillsong NYC until November 4th, 2020, when he was fired by Hillsong global pastor Brian Houston for leadership issues and breach of trust, plus a recent revelations of moral failures. So, with that being said, a lot of women, started to come forth, alleged affairs with Carlin's, okay, and also one woman, that really blew up, shall I say. He met her on a beach, and she was pretty much his mistress. But anyway, with this reading right here, this is not me trying to judge, you know, this man. I'm led by the Spirit, and just know that no matter who it is, when it comes to one's position that they hold, you know, with any of our shadow aspects of us, okay? We all can be exposed, and when light is shed on the darkness, um, yes, things are revealed, and that's with anyone, because we're all children of God. So anyway, I'm just doing this reading because it's a lot of rumors that are going around about this, about Carl, and many of it has came out as facts because a lot of these women that have stated that they have you know being involved with him, a lot of it I'm sure is rumors, okay, and a lot of it has actually came out, as far as facts, receipts. But anyway, with this reading right here, I'm going to let the Spirit do the talking, okay. uh, this I'm calling this the shadow self oracle reading on Carl, and none of this is my opinion. I also want to know because this pastor has also had a lot of celebrities that has attended his church as well, and Justin Bieber was one of them. And I wanted to know. I don't think Justin and Carl still communicate, but anyway, I want to know what does Justin thinks about Carl in the present. What is his thoughts and views on Carl in the present as well. So anyway, that's what this reading is about. So, with that being said, whatever you're going to see in here, it is allegedly, and this is for entertainment purpose only. I thank you all for watching, sending you all much love and positive vibes your way. And let's get started with this reading on the ex pastor of Hillsong Church, Paul Lenz. Carl Lenz. All right. This is the married couple, Carl and his wife, his current wife, Laura, and they are still together throughout all the scandals. She's stood by her husband's side, and still trying to work things out. Okay, what I want to know in the present, how are things in this marriage from Miss Laura perspective and Carl perspective? How is everything in this marriage in the present? Seeking clarity about the marriage of Carl and Laura Lynn. seeking clarity. As the light be shed on this darkness, seeking clarity about the marriage of Carl and Laura Lentz. Oh my goodness, y'all see that? Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to check them. Seeking clarity about the marriage of Carl and Laura. What's going on in this union? How is Laura feeling in her marriage to Carl? How is Carl treating his wife in the present? All right. I was told to stop. I'm going to do a 3-row. Let me see something real quick. All righty. Seek the truth of the light, the power of the Holy Spirit to assist me. Okay, I was told to stop. Now, before I get started, real quick, once again, I want to thank you all for watching. You didn't have to. Many of you are watching by choice. You already know that this is entertainment and none of this is facts, but I am led by the Spirit. And I'm not here to judge, this union. No one's union is perfect. Let me just say that. And I appreciate it that no Bible thumpers come up in here trying to judge a sister. Exercising my gift. Okay, I'm exercising, you know, Acts 2:17. Let me just say that, and Joel 2:28-29. Okay, so my gift speaks for itself, and not just me. There are others. So with this gift, you can shed light on darkness, and that's with anything or anyone. Let me just say that. Okay. So that being stated, um, I'm going to go ahead and continue. Okay. If anyone chooses to watch, you're watching by choice. Okay. You don't have to watch this. And I appreciate my butterflies for watching and supporting your sister. I really appreciate it. And remember, none of this is my opinion. I want to know what's presently going on in this union. Okay. Now let's get with it, love. Okay. And from what I see, I'm not surprised. From what I see, I am not surprised, and many of you shouldn't be surprised either. Okay. All right. I do read cards upside down. Upside down is the opposite of what the card is saying. Okay. Or shall I say the message? This is upside down. This is the silver waterfall. All right. This is the silver waterfall card. And this card right here. All right. This card right here speaks from the perspective of, um, staying balanced, healthy, and happy by raising your own vibration. And for many of you know about when it comes to vibration, that's pretty much energy. And when you're feeling good, I mean, as far as your thought process is positive, all of this raises your vibration. Okay, when you're feeling good from the inside out, and you're thinking positive, this the place that you're in. It's like everything is possible, and you're easily to be able to manifest. Things that you are believing for. You're just in a good place, energy wise. Okay, this is upside down. Okay, so you can say this could be Miss Laura, or this could be Carl. But one of them are feeling like this. They're not in a good headspace, okay? Mentally, they're thinking negative. I'm sure some fear-based thoughts, but vibrationally, um, their frequency is very low. Okay, it's very low. Let me just say that. Now, the ones that I've done, I'm going to turn them over. Okay. Now, wow, wow, this is upside down. This right here is soul mates. Okay. Now, who's not looking for that? Who's not desiring that? Okay. I can't say both of them are feeling like this, or maybe both of them are feeling like this, but one of them is feeling like this. I feel like I am not with my soulmate. Either both of them are starting to feel like this now, or one of them is feeling like this. They're feeling like they are not with their soulmate. The next card is upside down. That's a lot of upside down cards, isn't it? This is the next one, upside down. This card right here is the garden. Okay, this is the garden card. And this card speaks about honoring yourself. Okay, and this is very important, family, because when we honor ourselves, that's a reflection of how we feel about ourselves, as far as do we love ourselves? Okay, this card is upside down. You can say it's Laura or it's Carla, but one of them is not operating in honoring themselves. One of them is operating in self love. And when a person is operating in self love, they not only are they not honoring themselves, but it shows in their actions by the things that they do, such as self sabotage, if you know what I mean. Okay, doing things that can really hurt the union that they have with each other due to their negative actions. Okay, but this is someone who's not honoring themselves. I let me if you be the judge who that is. The next card is compatibility. According to the spirit, Laura and Carl, they do have compatibility. Okay, they definitely have some things that are in common. So this message pretty speaks from the perspective of, you know, um, they can be themselves around each other and they have a lot in common. Okay, so they definitely have this compatibility. Chivalry. I'm sure Carl has been doing a lot of this lately. Okay, this is a chivalrous man. He's offering gifts. He's doing a lot of pursuing. Okay. He's not saying so much I love you, he's showing it. Let me just say that. Okay. Definitely letting his better half know that, I care about you and I want to show you how special you are to me. Okay. So he's doing a lot of this behind the scenes. Look at that. Horse rides, flowers, you name it. Behind the scenes, it's a lot of this going on. Laura and Carl are still dating. They still have a lot of date night. They still go out. So that's positive. And there are timelines to my readings, okay? So I'm sure we're going to see a whole lot of ups and downs. Let me just say that. So in this particular timeline, they are still they're still doing couple things, all right? And you see here, he does a lot of this, buying her flowers, trying to make her feel special, especially when he's acting out and she forgives him. All right. He's putting on the flowers and, you know, being chivalrous to her, and they still go out together and do things together, allegedly. All right. I got to make sure I throw all of that up in there, allegedly. Now let's start with the third row. This right here is upside down. This is the sacred woman. I love her, okay? I have not always been the sacred woman. Let me just say that, okay? We all have a past. But this woman right here, not only does she love herself, she respects herself. And she ain't putting up with no anything. She not gonna let you do nothing to her because she honor herself and she demands respect. And she puts it out there what she expects out of an individual, okay? That's gonna get close to her. Yeah, this is the sacred woman. In the present, this right here would be Miss Laura. Okay, something is going on with this sister. Obviously, through all the hardship that these two have been through together, I'm sensing this as my spirit. He really broke her. Okay, that's just what I'm picking up in my spirit. All right, um, it did something to her with all that cheating that was going on allegedly. Um, you know, I'm sensing that it really broke her. It broke her spirit. Not saying that she will always be like that, but I truly feel like she was definitely wounded. But anyway, this would be Miss Laura allegedly. She did not carry herself as a sacred woman. This is someone that let somebody run all over them or walk all over them. Okay, and not only that, she's not loving herself enough to honor herself and say, "Hold up, uh, I'm not putting up with this. I demand respect. I love myself. I honor myself. What you're doing is unacceptable, and I'm not putting up with it." This is her. That's the difference. This is the opposite of what she should be doing. This one who's putting their feet down saying enough is enough. I'm not putting up with it. Allegedly, this is her behind the scenes. And when you're like this, a person just walk all over you. Cause they say, you know what, you ain't going nowhere. All right. The next card is upside down. Allegedly, this would be Miss Laura. This card right here is the distorted feminine. All right, this is the one who doesn't feel loved and supported in all the ways that matters to a divine feminine. This woman right here is broken. Okay, this woman right here is in victim mode. All right, she does not feel loved. She does not feel supported. She needs to release a lot of negative patterns. Okay, of her own. Okay, because who don't have issues? She has some issues herself, and there are some negative patterns. And hold on, family. All right, I apologize, family. I had to pause real quick. But anyway, when a female is carrying this kind of characteristic as a distorted feminine, some other characteristic of a distorted feminine is someone that surrounded by drama. Okay, they can be dishonest, manipulative, and feeling unattractive. Okay, definitely feeling unattractive. All right, and what this is saying to me is Miss Laura was experiencing a lot of this in the early part of their marriage. Okay, because this card came out for a reason. Let me just say that. But I feel like she's coming out of a lot of that. I feel like she's coming out a lot of that. Feeling you know, not honored. It's something he's doing behind the scenes because we did see the shivers. We saw the dating card. So it's something he's doing behind the scenes. Obviously, he is trying to put the work in to make her feel good about herself. Let me just say that. Obviously, he is trying to put the work in to make her feel good about herself, make her feel good about the marriage, trying to bring that connection, strong with these two. So I'm sensing more than anything that not saying all of these characteristics, but I'm sensing that she's improving as far as coming out of a lot of these characteristics of a distorted feminine. All right. Um, I don't know if Carl and Miss Laura has been going to counseling, like therapy and all of that. But whatever that they're doing, I truly feel like it has been helping somewhat because she's still loyal to him. She's still in that marriage. She's hanging in there. She hasn't gone anywhere. So obviously she take her marriage uh, vows very seriously. Let me just say that. Okay. But anyway, this card popped up for a reason. That's all I want to say. And I do see him behind the scenes, still trying to, you know, um, put the work in. So, to where she'll feel like, um, honored in some kind of way of form and fashion. Let me just say that. But this card came out for a reason. That's all I'm saying. And I hate seeing this card right here when it comes to any woman. Okay. This is a very broken place. Okay. Right here is upside down. This says sexual freedom. And when I think about this card right here, um, this is two individuals that has a relationship of trust to where they can be authentic with each other, okay, and express themselves in a way to where neither one of them feel judged by the other, if you know what I mean. Whatever his fetishes are, she's down with it. Okay, that's the divine feminine supporting the masculine, and whatever her fetishes are, he's down with it. Divine masculine supporting the divine feminine. Right here just lets you know that between, allegedly between Laura and Carl, all right, um, they're not able to express themselves. I sense it more than anything on his end. Let me just say that, okay? Because he's the one that has been known to be, cutting out in the marriage. But I sense it more on his end anyway, that he feels like he's not able to really express himself authentically the way he really wants to in his marriage or union, okay? This is someone who feels suppressed, okay, when it comes to not only their sexuality, but this is someone who doesn't feel like they have sexual freedom, and they're not able to express it authentically with their partner due to feeling judged. Okay, so a lot of times people like this, they always venture out and have somebody else on the side, and you'll find yourself seeing entanglement. A third party that's willing to give this person what they're not getting in their own relation, shall I say. Okay, so there's lack of sexual freedom here. The next card is upside down. This is two people who has a connection. Okay, they have a connection. Their connection is still strong. Allegedly, Laura and Carl connection has fizzled some. Okay, behind the scenes, allegedly, lack of connection. That connection was broken, due to infidelity going on in that union. Okay. Oh, I cannot make this up. This is upside down. This is upside down. This is love. As far as the love still being there, I can't speak for both of them, okay? But one of them is feeling like this. I don't love. You can say allegedly, Laura loves her husband, but she is not in love with him, and people fall in and out of love with people all the time. Or you can say Carl loves his wife, but he's not in love with her. Okay. But the love card is upside down. So anyway, I let me be the judge on that. All righty, here is the next card. It's upside down. It speaks for itself, family. This is commitment. I want to know what's presently going on with this union. You know what? I'm gonna bring this up some. I should have had it right here anyway. Hold up. There we go. Oh, maybe you can see it. I want to know what's presently going on with this union, okay? Had this card been up where I would say, um, Laura and her husband, Carl, allegedly, there's commitment in that marriage, okay? Whatever commitment means to these two. Theirs is upside down. So obviously, somebody's still not committed in this union, okay? And I let me be the judge when it comes to that. This is lack of commitment. And now you wonder why the connection card was upside down too. This right here is serendipity. It's upside down. This card right here speaks from the perspective of trust. Okay. This says trust the journey that's unfolding naturally and gracefully. Okay. And this is someone who's sitting back and their headspace is in a positive, their headspace is very positive. They're being very hopeful, okay? And they are trusting the journey that's unfolding naturally, okay, in their life as well as in their marriage. Let me just say that. This is someone that's worried and they're feeling very unsettled, shall I say. They're not trusting that whatever's going on is unfolding naturally and gracefully, okay? They're feeling the opposite of that, all right? It's a lot going on to where they're lacking peace, shall I say. So they can't even sit back to just trust that, the journey that their journey with their significant other is unfolding naturally. They're not feeling that. Actually, they're feeling the opposite of that. Alrighty. The next card is upside down. It is emotional freedom. With emotional freedom, these are two individuals that can express themselves authentically without worrying about being judged. Okay. She can express herself, he can express himself. But one of these two are feeling suppressed when it comes to emotional freedom. I'm sensing more than anything is Miss Laura, okay, that feeling suppressed in that area. Okay, that's what I'm picking up allegedly more than anything. Lack of emotional freedom. Okay, not being able to speak their mind the way they want to. Okay, hold on, family. True emotional freedom is liberating and its ability to embrace individuality in yourself and others. Okay? That would be the case had it been upward. But something is going on in this union to where someone is feeling suppressed in that area. Okay? They can't express themselves authentically as they would like to. All right? Right here, this is the next card is upside down. This is spiritual maturity. This is spiritual maturity. This man, Carl, is the ex pastor of Hillsong Church, and he used to mentor to Justin Bieber and a host of other celebrities. Okay, when it comes to their issues and all of that, and you mean to tell me this card is upside down? It's pretty much like how a person they do all that talking, but they don't exercise what they say, if you know what I mean. This is one who has spiritual maturity in their union, okay, in their marriage, but it's upside down in this union. Mm. This is Miss Laura. She's carrying herself as the divine feminine. The divine feminine supports the divine masculine in all the ways that matter. Okay? She's nurturing. She's there to have that listening ear. She just supports the divine masculine in all the ways that matter, period. Okay? This is Miss Laura. This is what the spirit is saying about her. She carries herself as the divine feminine in this union. Let me just say that. This is the last card pertaining to, this marriage. It's upside down. This right here is worthlessness. I'm sure there have been many times Miss Laura has felt like this, allegedly. Okay. Um, this is someone that desires to be loved. This is someone that feels like, you know, even though they know they desire to be loved, they don't feel it. Okay, they're not feeling it. Okay, this is how deep down and dark this is how they're feeling about themselves. Okay, due to circumstances that's going on in their relationships, something has them feeling like this. Okay, in the present, Miss Laura is coming out of that feeling of worthlessness. Okay, but she was feeling like this allegedly. All right, it looks like she's trying to come out of that. She knows she deserves to be loved. She knows this. All right, family. Real quick. And then I'm going to use the Divine Shadow Self Oracle concerning Carl. This is Justin Bieber. Carl was his ex-pastor from the Hillside Church. Divine Spirit. I'm not going to use this deck. Hold on, family. Let me use this real quick. Divine Spirit of loving truth and light. Holy Spirit, seeking clarity by Justin Bieber. How does Justin Bieber view his ex-pastor, Carl? How does Justin view his ex-pastor, Carl? Oh my God, I'm just jumped all over the place. Let me see. Hold on, family. Divine Spirit, how does Justin view his ex-pastor, Carl? Seeking clarity about, hold on, family. Seeking clarity about how does Justin view his ex-pastor, Carl? Okay. All right, family. All of this is allegedly. You saw me shuffle the deck, okay? I'm going to show you each card. I want to know in the present, how does Justin view his ex-pastor, Carl, okay? Throughout all that, the scandal and, you know, um, his relationships with Carl, behind the scenes, how does he view him, okay? It has here spiritual strength. So I can definitely, by me seeing this card, I can definitely see Justin praying for him. Okay, he's praying for him. Or you can say Justin, is you know not only praying for Carl, but seeking spiritual strength as well. Okay, It has here obstacles and challenges. So behind, as he, sit back and observe, he's very Carl experiencing obstacles and challenges. It has here spiritual union. He sees Carl as someone that he has a bond with. Okay, a spiritual bond. And the fact that this card is upward, okay, the fact that this card is upward, it's a good chance that, cause I know they said that Justin has distanced himself from Carl, but that's pretty much from the public eye. But the fact that this card is upward, maybe behind the scenes, Justin probably still communicating with him, behind the scenes. Let me just say that. But this card represents harmony, so it looks like they're still in a good place. um it's not upside down, meaning that they had fallen out, they're not in a good place at all. So this is a positive omen still, okay. He sees him definitely. He has a bond with him still, okay, a spiritual bond. And he loves him, okay, as his brother. All right, as his brother in Christ, he still have love for him. But this next card is upside down. This represents transformation. When I think about this card right here, I think about spiritual. Okay, upward is growth, upside down is lack of growth. So he is seeing also allegedly in Carl a lack of growth, spiritual growth. Okay, he see that he has yes, fallen from grace. Okay, he sees that. And he sees also allegedly Carl is operating in lack of growth. He's in a place in his life to where he's operating in stagnation. Let me just say that, okay? Because energy needs to flow. So anyway, I was just wondering about that, and I will be doing a reading on Justin. That's on the list also. So that might be maybe sometime next week. All right, I haven't done one on him in a while. It's going to be like an update reading on Justin Beaver. All right, family. Lastly, I want to use the Shadow Oracle deck. This peels those layers of all of us, okay, that has weaknesses. Um, it peels the layers due to our mindsets, our actions behind the scenes. Let me just say that, okay. Also, when I think about this deck right here, I think about how people, have issues, and they choose to put it on the back burner. They don't want to acknowledge their issues that are going on behind the scenes, and sometimes people want to put a band-aid on it or wear a mask, okay, as though everything's everything and it's not, okay. That's what this reveals, okay. So anyway, oh, the eyes of the winter. So whatever you're going to see and hear is allegedly, all right. I'm in the spirit due to talking. I'm seeking divine clarity. That's my spirit guides connect with Carl. Spirit guides seeking clarity about Carl. Hold on, family. Some of these are showing words. Make sure everything is everything. Hold on. All right. Okay. Seeking clarity about Carl. What are those shadow aspects of Carl that he's still struggling with? Divine Spirit. What's going on with Carl? What are those shadow aspects of Carl that he's still dealing with? And you know what? This is the truth right here. I was watching a documentary about Carl and his humble beginnings, the rise and fall, and someone had mentioned this about him. This right here is condescending. This is someone who's showing feelings of superiority. Okay, and a lot of his I just want to put this out there. A lot of his employers, let me see, employees, yeah, people that had worked for him, they were saying how he would talk to them and looking down on them, and people couldn't speak to him, and he would just carry himself in this superiority, you know, characteristic about him, just being mean spirit behind the scenes. And I'm going to say allegedly because I wasn't there, but like I said, I'm letting the spirit do the talking. So this is backing them up, okay? As far as how people were saying how he treated them, those that worked for him, for this to come out, yeah, this is backing a lot of them up. Let me just say that. And look at that, conflicted. And he is within conflicted. Let me just say that. All right. Mind spirit. What are those sharp aspects that Carl is still dealing with? Got the light to shed on this darkness concerning Carl and those sharp aspects that he's dealing with. According to the spirit, he's very controlling also. So that's probably why we saw the lack of emotional freedom, and I was picking up more than anything, that would be his wife feeling that way. According to the spirit, we are complete. Okay, so obviously he's working on himself, but there's still those the shadow aspects of him that that's ongoing that he needs to work on, or maybe he is working on behind the scenes. Let me just say that. So as you see, a lot could have came out. Wow, that was on the bottom. That was on the bottom. A lot of times I will acknowledge what's on the bottom. That's empty. That's the one that can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. They're not in a good headspace. Um, as within, so without. Okay, they are definitely in a space of thinking negative and not feeling positive whatsoever. Okay, well, all of this is allegedly. Okay, but maybe all that can be due to the downfall of his career. Okay, but it's not like he's broke. Let me just say that he still has money. Okay, this is none of my opinion. I let the spirit do the talking. Arrogance, trauma that surrounds him. Okay, whether it be physical or it can be verbal. Okay, trauma is trauma. Condescending. A lot of this is part of his characteristic. Bully, being a big old bully. Dealing with grief. Conflicted. Heartbroken. Something has him feeling like this. Absent minded. And this is one that can also be very distracted on the wrong things, shall I say. Rebellious. Ghosting. Grudge. Holding a grudge. And domineering. Control freak. Want to have hands in everything, someone that's very controlling, okay? Mm. Oh, well, family. At the end of the day, I wish these two all the best. this really was not to bash, this union because I don't know them like that, but God knows them. They are, most like God's children. And as I stated, we all have issues. Some still more than others. Okay. Um, I just wanted to do this reading to shed a little more light on, what's presently going on with these two. Let me just say that. Okay. Now I'm going to use one more deck and I'm going to end this reading. Yes, I am. I'm using my Awakened Butterfly reading, revealing Oracle. And then I'm going to end this reading. I thank you all for your love and support in my channel. I appreciate you. Seeking clarity about this union. Seeking clarity about this union, Laura and Carl. Laura and Carl are falling everywhere. Hello, family. Seeking clarity about this union, Laura and Carl. Seeking clarity about this union, Laura and Carl. Look, I ain't surprised. I'm not surprised. I think they said a while back another woman has come forward, saying that, she's sleeping with him. I'm not surprised. Seeking clarity, seeking clarity of the light, of truth, of Holy Spirit, seeking clarity. What's going on with this union of Lord and Carl? Seeking clarity. Seeking clarity. Let me see what we have here. Hold up. Found out about a secret, gossip, someone's cheating, woman, or you could say with a woman. Someone is doing a favor for the other, partnership alliance. Temptation, has addictions, drugs, alcohol, and sex. Are we surprised? Allegedly. They wish to be alone, feelings of depression and withdrawn. And I'm sure they feel embarrassed. It's one thing for, to be going through something with your significant other, your spouse or whatever, what is behind the scenes. But when light is shined on, the darkness, shall I say, when it comes to what's going on between a couple, that's very embarrassing. Okay, it's one thing dealing with it behind the scenes, but when it's been exposed to the world, yeah, that would make anybody want to retreat. Okay, let me just say that, to get away and retreat. Anything else Spirit wants to know? Anything else the Spirit wants to know? Anything else Spirit wants to know? Okay. I'm just a shuffling and a shuffling and a shuffling and a shuffling. The Spirit said we are complete. The need for closure desires a answer to make a decision. That leaves a lot up in the air, doesn't it? Who knows how things are going to be with these two? Maybe they'll call it quits. But anyway, the need for closure, desire, answer to make a decision. That's somebody, okay? That's somebody. So anyway, thank you for watching. I appreciate you, family. Let me say this real quick before I end my this video. I thank you all for your seeds of love donation to your sister. You know, when I like to give honor where honor is due and show love back, but many of you are letting me know behind the scenes, and I honor that you want me to keep you anonymous. Anonymous, yeah. Anonymous. I get tongue twisted. But anyway, I will do that. I will honor it. Okay. But I still want to let many of you know I thank you. I thank you. I thank you for your love and support in my channel. I appreciate you. And, you know, just know that, um, sharing is caring. And I do acknowledge, the love. And I just appreciate you. I really do. So that's all I want to say. Thank you so much. Okay. And if anyone need a reading from your sister, go to my About Me section on my channel, and you will see the services that I offer and their prices and the two payment options. All right, hit me up by email, and we can go from there. The videos are private, and there are video readings. And once I'm done, they will be mailed to you. Uh, Not mailed to you, but it was be sent to your email. All right. So I'm through this reading. Much love to you all, and bye for now.